And good evening, everybody. We're here for the pregame show with Coach Dixon. Coach, we were talking earlier about one of your former players, Baker Howard, who received a nomination to the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, one step from admission. Last year, regardless of the minutes he played, he was definitely a leader, if not the leader of the team. Have you had anybody this year that's kind of stepped into that role? This year's guys are a little bit more reserved in their personality, but has somebody stepped up to kind of take that on, or multiple ones of them?
We've had Jacob Watts kind of do that a little bit. He gets all excited and screams a little bit. But vocally, no, we haven't had. It's a different group. Those things happen. So with different groups, you have different atmospheres, all those sort of things. So. Not technically, no, but we've done more talking, just talk. We don't scream and yell as much, but we talk about things.
Which has kind of said that the coaching approach that you've been able to take with these guys this year is you don't have to yell and scream all the time.
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
But, it's just one of those things. They're more of know-your-role players. We don't really have anybody that wants to grab anybody by the shirt and say, hey, let's go. We just kind of just play. Mm-hmm. And like I said, every season you have something different always going on. So we don't have that. I kind of miss that sometimes because I feel like as a coach I do it too much, and I wish a player would do that sometimes. So but it's all right. Everybody's got their different things. Every team's different. So we'll just keep riding with what we got right now and just keep on going.
And we talked at the end of the game Saturday night about the best thing about being 3-1 is the opportunity to go 4-1. What do you see out of this Milan team? What are you expecting from them tonight?
You're going to see a lot of threes. The two films that we watched on them, they chucked it from every spot you can imagine, and a lot of rebounding. They will press us. They like to get up and down the floor, so I think that's going to be in our favor to get up and down the floor. We've been wanting to do that for a while, so we'll have a game where we can do that. But, if we can get past the first layer of the press, we'll do pretty well, I think, for us. But, it's going to be a shooting game, I have a feeling. But size-wise, Matt Cornett is, he's a head taller than most of those kids on Milan's team. So that's our goal is, try to establish the middle, get Matt the ball. Nathan, same thing as well. Get in some side, get some points inside, just establish it right away to see what we can do.
Just got a note from our buddy Seth Galt. Said, good luck, Coach. Expecting a great game from you and your guys tonight. So Seth's out there rooting like he always does. You talked about Milan and the fact that they're going to put a lot of pressure on, a lot of pressing tonight. One of those nice things that you've talked about all year is you've got multiple players that can handle the ball.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's a huge blessing to a team when you can have everybody on the floor at one time be able to dribble it at any point in time that you need to, or see an opening and just go. So that's always nice to have. You don't always have that, especially out of a 6'6" kid. A lot of times in small 1A basketball, you don't have a 6'6" kid that can dribble the ball up the floor. Yeah. And we're very, very fortunate about that, so it helps.
Good deal. Now, when you break the press, I know you talked about Matt, is that going to be the primary advantage that you see when you have the ball?
Right now, yes, but, as the game goes on, we'll see. I'm almost guaranteeing we'll see a zone. They played 2-3 against Lawrenceburg, who I saw on film, and then against East Central, they played all man. So I don't really know what to expect. I'm guessing zone just because of the size difference. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things we'll have to just see and just adjust to the game. So hopefully my unsung hero for the night is Hunter Seegers. If he can have himself a game, we'll see how it is. So that's the goal of the game tonight is to get him some opportunities to score.
And I heard that he went this week without the brace.
Yeah, he's been the whole week without it. So hopefully he'll step up and play for us because he's been wanting it. Yeah. So hopefully he can finally get it. That'd be great for him.
That would be an awesome thing. You might want to shout. I think that was your dad that just came on, so you might want to give him a shout out too.
I'm sure it was. So I know there's a whole bunch of snow they're expecting coming up this weekend. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But hopefully we'll do some of the things that he told some of those kids over the weekend, last weekend when he was here. So I know he got all over Matt and Nick and a few other players. So hopefully they'll get ready to play. But enjoy it, Dad. You get to sit inside and watch the game. So hopefully the internet still works.
And it's nice because they kind of get an opportunity to see how you came up through as a player to where you're at today.
Right. Yeah. That's he talks about that a lot. My dad does. So does my mom. They talk about how much different It is, and that was just 16 years ago. But you think about it, it's like, oh my goodness, 16 years. It goes fast.
Yeah.
It really does, and it's just one of those things. Him and I argued the whole weekend about different kind of coaching philosophies and different things. But in a sense, it all comes down to we're basically the same person trying to coach.
Yeah.
The same thing, and it's difficult at times.
Right.
But I truly enjoy it. I love when he's able to come and my mom are able to come, watch the game. So it makes it a little bit easier because I can always look over my shoulder, or hear him saying something in the crowd. So it makes it nice.
Good deal. Well, Coach, we'll let you go. Good luck this evening. We'll see you after the game.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Coach. And, again, that was Coach Brian Dixon with his pregame comments. Tom Fleming will be back on about 15 minutes before the start of the varsity game. We're fortunate this evening to have Coach Kyle Degler with us on commentary. Talked to Randy earlier today. He's on his way back from sunny Florida. I don't think he knew what he's getting himself into coming back to this, but we'll be back with you in just a little bit.